Close to 40,000 people at the stadium, 444 runs scored. Can you describe how the atmosphere was and what a great experience it would have been for both fans and players?
Oh yeah, I'd say this was one of those rare occasions where a highly anticipated match actually lives up to the hype. I mean, every four, every six, every wicket, it was just a din of noise. And the crowd absolutely, they just raised the roof. In terms of atmosphere, I think it just doesn't get any better than an RCB CSK match. And add to it, we actually had a run fest. So there was a lot of entertainment, plenty of sixes and fours. And of course, we even got to see Dhoni come out and bat, even though it was only for a couple of balls. But I think when Dhoni came out to bat, it was probably the loudest ovation you could ever hope to hear. It was absolutely electric atmosphere. So every fan who was at the venue, I think he got his money's worth.
RCB bowled so well against DC, but today they were sent on a leather hunt. Can you talk about the shift in their bowling form from the previous match to this match?
This is no doubt the worst bowling performance by RCB this season. I mean, it was downright shocking. I mean, the fast bowlers, apart from Mohammad Siraj, they just could not find the right length at all. I mean, it was either overpitched, full tosses, or long hops, and I mean, they just got absolutely plastered. I mean, it was shocking because, and I think they were sort of maybe overawed by the occasion because they weren't even bowling to their fields. When several times when you had the fine leg in, the fast bowler would come in and bowl wide outside leg. So this is some serious concerns for RCB, and I think they'll have to address it very quickly.
RCB also relied or did a lot of their calculations based on the matchup. Shahbaz didn't get a ball at all because CSK's batting lineup was left-hander heavy. Do you feel that was a prudent choice considering how badly the other bowlers were bowling? Did Shahbaz and even Hasaranga for two more overs deserve the chance to bowl more?
I think on the point of Shahbaz, I think it is a reflection on the lack of depth in the RCB squad. Obviously, no team would ideally want to play Shahbaz as a specialist batter, but I think RCB did not even have a choice in this because if you look at the other batters who were available for selection, they were not particularly big names. It was Suresh Prabhu Desai, who anyway played as an impact player, and you had a couple of others like Anuj Rawat. So this was a big problem that RCB has this season. I mean, there are no ready replacements available at all. So, which is why today they were forced to play Shahbaz as a specialist batter. I don't think he would play as a specialist batter in any other team. I mean, he's a left-arm spinner. That's why you pick him. Okay, he may get a few runs here and there. There's no way he's playing as a specialist batter.
A bit on RCB's batting. They did get a bit of a good chase, but do you feel they're over-dependent on the top three, and once they are gone, there is no big batting to come?
Yeah, this has been a problem with RCB right through the years, and it's no different this time. We see it time and time again. It's Faf, Kohli, and Glenn Maxwell. They are completely reliant on these three batters, and every time they win, it is because one or more than one of these three batters scores big. And times like this, when you're actually chasing a massive score, it's just not enough. And today,
a bit on CSK's fielding, there were a lot of drop catches and a lot of throws weren't on target.
It was a very strange day for CSK because these guys who are dropping catches like Ruturaj and Tikshna, they're generally quite safe fielders, and it could have proved to be really costly, but they were lucky to get away with it. And even Dhoni, for those two unbelievably good catches that he took, he did miss a catch off Faf to his right when Faf was on zero. So I suppose you can just write it off as an off day, but if this sort of drop catches trend keeps repeating, then it's going to be a big problem for CSK.